Hello, my name is Brian Baber, and I'm here to talk with you a little bit about the different types of insulation for your dream home. So, a few years back, I wrote a book called In Home Building Your Dream Home Room by Room. And in some of the chapters, we talked about specific aspects of construction, tile and paint and plumbing and insulation was one of the chapters. So, I'm taking this blog as an opportunity to talk a little bit more about what I introduced in that chapter. So, insulation in a home is generally going to be measured with what's called R value. And that's really the value of the way heat can transfer into an object. And so what that means is the higher the R value, the less heat is able to be exchanged or penetrate through that product. So you may have heard of homes that have a R38 in the attic or R19 in the walls. What that means is they've taken a certain amount of insulation and put it in the attic or put it in the wall, and that prevents heat from coming into the home. You're going to have in colder climates, you'll use even a higher R value, particularly in the attic. So you may have upwards closer to R50. But in warmer climates, typically you're going to see R30 and R38. We use R38. And then for walls, you're going to see R19 and R13. That's generally going to be dictated by the thickness of the wall. So a 2x4 wall allows for R13, where a 2x6 wall will allow for R19. Now, spray foam insulation versus batts and blown. So batted insulation typically is what you're going to see in a wall, and that's generally going to be your best bet. Batt insulation in the walls, and you're either going to go with blown insulation or spray foam insulation in the attic. And we've gone almost exclusively to spray foam insulation in the attic, and that's where they spray the underside of the decking. And what that does is it creates an entire envelope of the home, and it brings down your energy cost because now you don't have a hot attic. Actually, it's the leakage in the ductwork that cools the attic. I know years ago, we built our very first Parade of Homes home, and what we did is we took a plexiglass in the ceiling of the utility room, and we put a thermometer up there and a light, and this would have been in May in Florida, so it was pretty hot, and it never got above maybe 5 degrees more than the temperature of the house, and that was with spray foam insulation. So that's using batts in the walls, R19 batts in the walls, and spray foam insulation in the attic. And it does cost a little bit more to do that, but the payback is generally just a few years. So you have lower energy cost, and your HVAC does not have to run as long, and it's really a better product. We have found, I will say this, that spray foam in the walls does not necessarily work better. One, it seals the house almost too much, and so you can actually end up with some mold and mildew issues if it's not done perfectly. And so batts in the walls tends to be a better solution. And then you really are getting 80% of the value of the whole product by putting it into the attic. So that's what we generally are going to recommend to our customers, and we do that almost all the time now. So if I could be of any service to you, answer any questions, talk with you more about insulation, happy to do so. Hopefully this was helpful for you, and look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day. Take care.